Kind of the first big meet of the year. How do you think, first off, you did as an individual against a very talented field?
I was really excited with how the race went, especially because the past week I've been trying to fight off a cold. So considering especially how much I've moved up since last year and what kind of time I was able to put down, given the fact that I've been feeling so awful the past week, I'm really excited for what the season has to come.
This year, Coach Byrne has been emphasizing the team aspect of, cross country. Seems like you guys had a heck of an effort today, finishing fourth in a field that, featured 22 ranked teams.
Yeah, our team has so much depth now, and it's only been getting tighter and tighter as our workouts have been improving, and we're really emphasizing in each workout, find the energy within the team. So I think with that, we've been able to find each other during races really well, and that's helped us get as far as we have.
Moving forward, what's your goal as, we're 2 weeks away from the Big Ten meet?
Well, going into the Big Ten, I think we're hoping to have a place similar to what we got today. So we're aiming for top 5. And I think if we keep up with what we've been doing with the team energy and really focusing on bringing everyone together and closing that gap between each other, then I think we could definitely achieve that goal.
How do you think, getting this experience, running against, 21 other ranked teams, how do you think that's going to benefit you down the road?
I think it gives us a lot of confidence, seeing how we can place against these sort of teams in such an intense field. So I think once we get to regionals and nationals and everything, we're going to be able to have the same mentality that we have now.
Okay. Michael finished 13th, helped the Badgers unofficially finish 3rd. Just kind of talk about the race today at your home course.
It's a pretty windy day out here, so it went out pretty slow through about 4 or 5K, and then I found myself up in the top pack, and I just kind of went for it. So I thought it was a good result.
How do you think some of the younger runners did today, making their Badger debut and also big meet debut?
Yeah, Joe and Morgan both did really well today. I think the plan going to it was for me to lead them around until 5K and just kind of see where the race was at that point. But I thought they both had really great debuts. 8K is a different beast than the 5K that they run in high school, so I thought they adjusted pretty well.
Overall, you happy with your finish and the Badgers' finish?
I'm really happy. We beat a couple of highly ranked teams, and I think we arrived on a big stage here today.
Finally, how do you think this meet will kind of propel you moving forward as, we get to Big Tens and beyond?
That's what we train for, Big Tens and beyond. So I think some guys who might not have had their best race today might be motivated by that. I'm certainly motivated by finishing with some top dogs in the country. But I think we're in good shape. We're coming off some big months here, so we'll start rationing down in the coming weeks for Big Tens.
Coach, let's start with the women first. Earn a 4th place finish. Overall, how do you think they did today in their first big meet of the year?
That was a great run out there by our women today. This is a national caliber field, probably a better field than you'll see 6 weeks down the road here at the NC2A meet. A lot of major programs from around the country came into Madison for this meet, and to finish 4th, that's a great run.
How do you think some of your individuals did? I know you talk a lot about the team, but it seemed like Sarah and Emelisa both had great races today.
Yeah, to single one person out for that, cross country is a team effort, and you need 5 people to score, and it was a great job across the board by all the women. Sarah coming into the meet wasn't feeling great. She was sick last weekend and Monday and Tuesday, and we just backed her off totally. And I think she was feeling a little bit of the effects of the flu, but came out there, and you could see it over the last K. When you've been in bed for a few days, you can see that, and it was in her legs. You could see that. But Emelisa did a great job. Struggled in the middle of the race, but over the last 2K, you could see her getting back into the race. That was awesome. Same for Gabby. And you can't say enough about Molly Hansen. There's a miler, pure miler on the track, and to finish second for us was a great job. And Colette Richter to finish out the scoring. Girls did a great job today.
How do you think this will, propel the team as we head to the Big Ten meet and, NCAA regionals and NCAAs?
Going into the Big Ten now, you got the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country. We put on a good show out there today. We've probably earned enough points now to go into Terre Haute. All we got to do is just finish out the rest of the season. It's about recovering from this meet, and then we'll get to work on the Big Ten. But right now, we're going to enjoy this.
Okay, switching the focus to the men's, end up finishing third again in a very talented field overall. What's your thoughts on how the Badgers did?
We coming into this meet, I said at the press conference on Monday, we get in the top 5 or 6. It's going to be a great job to walk out of here in third place with a ton of points. That's awesome. We put 2 freshmen out there today, true freshmen, 18-year-olds, and Joe Hardy and Morgan McDonald. Both of those guys did an incredible job. Malachy looked like he struggled a little bit. He's been our team leader for the last 12 months, Big Ten champion. Michael Van Vooris, who did a great job. He's our first finisher, but that was a real tough race, tough conditions. The wind out there, 20 mile an hour plus. Race was very slow early on, became very tactical, but at some stage out there beyond 4 or 5K, they started to really, really rip it. And that puts a big hurt on a lot of people, and our young guys handle that real well.
Kind of talked about the 2 young guys making their Badger debut today. Overall, how do you think they did in their first collegiate race?
Great job. They absolutely fantastic job. To run, you could be in the top 50 out there and you still think you're not having a good day. And I think there was a little bit of that. These guys are used to being up front, whether it was in high school or in Morgan's case in some international competitions. But they're back there in 30th, 40th place, and it's can play a mind job with you, but they handle that real well. Today for them it was about just how do they handle the pressure of running in a huge crowd like that, and they did a great job with that.
How do you think this performance today will help the team moving forward?
Hey, 2 weeks down the road, it's Big Ten. It's that's going to be a tough race. It always is. It's a different race than this. Big Ten is only 100 people in the race. Every minute of that race you can see who's with you or who's ahead of you. Our goal is to go back there and win that trophy back, and I'm sure Indiana aren't going to hand that over, that's for sure, and neither is Michigan. So we got a battle ahead, but let's enjoy this one and recover from this great meet that these guys had today, and on we go.